Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and I'm standing outside the lovely St. Nicholas Chapel. And for my almost live film today, I'm going to walk along the boardwalk from here all the way to the Olympic Lagoon Resort. So a nice old yomp. If you can hear some very odd noises in the distance, it's because there's a pirate ship on the horizon. You can just see over there. That's the one that normally you'll find at the harbour. And this is the Pioneer Beach Hotel we're walking past first of all. Sure not to film anything inappropriate. It's like they're playing boules over there, or petang. There's many names for it. It's a very nice sunny day, just about 10:30 I think, mid-morning anyway. And just trying to show you the nice little concrete stands they have for the palm trees here. Lovely clear water, most of the seaweed's been removed now. And after Pioneer Beach, we'll have the newly renovated Asiminia Suites. A few people over there. I imagine the breakfast have all been eaten by now. Most of the sun seems to be on the lawn, so I'll film this side. There's a nice little jetty there if you want to have a swim and avoid the rocks. When I get a bit further away, I'll pan back to show you the Asiminia Hotel. Some nice cabanas over there. One of them is in use. Here's the lifeguard station for the beaches here. Pardon me. The pyramid is now open again, so yeah, it'll do. There's Asiminia and this lovely new floor. Next up, we're going to come to the Aqua Mare. Once you've navigated the point. There's an airline flying out of Paphos Airport above us. And there's another little beach here too. The beaches in this section aren't blue flag beaches, but that's not because of the water quality or anything like that. It's just because they haven't got the facilities. Because as well as having a nice clean beach with decent swimming and water, you need things like toilets, changing facilities and an information sign before you can get the coveted blue flag. We've got the Aqua Mare now on our right. I do like the gardens there up here, especially the bits we're just coming up to. Very nice. So, is there anything new to report regarding safety? Well, given that old Trump has announced this Wunder peace agreement, etc., it should be safer than ever. I mean, the reality is it's always been safe. And all the planes are flying, so hopefully that'll mean petrol prices will come down a bit as well. But because of all the scares, I think you'll probably be able to get a bargain if you were to go and book somewhere online now, because there was a dip of about 20% of it in the more reputable newspapers. So the hotels would be keen to fill that. Now, next up we have the Ivi Mare Hotel. They have huge sunbeds. Cushions on them are probably the biggest you'll find anywhere. There's lots of people on them, so. I'll concentrate on that guy and the paraglider over there for a little bit. It's going to be nice and hot and sunny all week as well, which is another good thing to report. I mean, we do occasionally have a little storm warning pop up, but I think the storm just gets burned off in the hills somewhere because it doesn't actually seem to appear. Oh, we have a little pan round now. There's the Ivi Mare. Very nice. Moving on, we'll come to the Cypria Bay. There's a nice little kiosk there where you can get a drink if you're feeling thirsty. Live All Worlds Cup. So when you've got Spain versus Cape Verde. That won't be one-sided at all. So now we're coming to the main boardwalk in the hotel strip. It's wall-to-wall holiday mode now. Very nice it is too. There used to be a little volleyball court here, but that seems to have disappeared over the last year or two. Looks like that paraglider's coming into land now. Now it's important to note that the paragliding you can do here and all the water sports aren't associated with the actual hotels. So if something goes wrong, you can't complain to your hotel. You should also check with the insurance that you're covered if you do such a thing and have an accident. Now I know it's a bit boring to mention stuff like that, but when you manage enough Facebook groups that we do, it gets a bit tiring seeing messages going through about people appealing for GoFundMe funds to help repatriate someone, etc., etc. So accidents do happen. Don't always assume it'll be someone else. Anyway, after my little lecture, we will return to what I presume is a wedding venue. There's another one up by Olympic Lagoon Resort. I was flying my drone there because I'm doing it. It'll probably be out either Wednesday or Thursday, but there'll be a film coming out where I'll show you all the beaches in Paphos. And we actually flew the drone over the wedding venue at the Olympic Lagoon, and there was actually a wedding going on there. Fortunately, my drone was quite high, so I didn't get in their way or anything. Right, we're now coming up to the Cypria Maris. Pick my way carefully through. There's a nice little jetty here, which is great fun when the waves are crashing in the winter storms, if you want to get decent wave pictures. I'm looking forward to them again actually, because my new GoPro has an extreme slow-mo mode, and when there aren't any waves it's kind of a bit wasted. I'll probably experiment on some of the fountains on the roundabouts as well, see what results I can get. But there's the water sports centre. Your lifeguard, the jackets and all that. Now we're coming to the first blue flag beach. Oh, there's a lovely heart here as well for the Cypria Maris. Yeah, this is Paphos 2 beach. As I said, in the next day or two there'll be a film showing all the beaches, so you don't need to take notes at the moment. Just enjoy the view. After the Cypria Maris, we'll come to a Ledra. Got a nice crowd in front of it. There's a few ways over there. Not exactly Onedian line though, is it? Now flaggers in slow-mo would look quite good, I suppose. Have to think about that. What else to talk about? I've been looking at some of the messages we get, and people were asking all sorts of questions about moving to Cyprus. I've said before that the reason we don't tend to do films about that is because when we moved, it was just after the Brexit, or just during the Brexit vote, and the conditions were completely different in terms of your requirements as they are now. But I am going to put together, it'll be more of an article really, but I'll do a film version as well of all the various links that you need to know to get information, because if you're thinking of moving here, the main thing you can be doing right from the start is finding out more information about everything to do with Cyprus and how you want to spend your time here. If you can work here and stuff like that. Ooh, what's going on here? Looks like some stage or something. Or have they just been... No, they're definitely putting something down there. Is it temporary? I don't know. Let's keep an eye on that, see what's going on. They certainly tidied the little beach next to it though. Now Paphos 2 beach extends along here, past that lifeguard station we just saw, up in front of Athena Beach, which is now on our right, that hotel there. And after Paphos 2 beach, you'll find we get to come to Paphos Beach. Paphos just means wide sand or broad sand, so it's a fairly generic term because there's actually a village called Paphos in northern Paphos, but I think it's probably actually in Nicosia because I think Pomos is the border. But just past Pomos you'll find Paphos village, which is a big long sandy beach there. But it's nothing to do with this beach. And the similarity is the name. Let's have a quick look at the grounds of the Athena Beach, looking very nice. More flags. Let's slow pan round. Will the plane take it off? Haven't seen any cats so far today. Perhaps it's too late in the day for them. They'll all be somewhere in the shade by now. You know, there's a lot of people out in Athena Beach. It's beautiful here, they're walking through these grounds. The holiday paradise. Ooh. Constantinople Brothers at the Athena Beach, and next to the Athena Beach you have the Aphina and Royal Beach, which is pretty much the same, but adults only. You have lots of bowling there as well, I'm told. Just walk past. Oh, there's a little doggy. Well, there might be a cat. Put it on the lead. Some dog owners really are incredibly selfish. Oh, it could be another jetty, because if you look over there, there's a jetty made with a similar sort of material, you see? That's what they're doing. Ooh. Oh, it looks like a yoga group has either started or finished, so I won't film that. Anyway, this is Athena Royal Beach. We've got a putting green there as well, you can see. And how competitive that can get. Actually, I'll walk down to that. That won't, because I'll go too close to those girls. About through here, yeah, that's better. Right, so that's the kind of jetty they've got, and it looks like they were either putting in or removing a similar thing over there. A bit warm to breathe here. Anyway, after the Athena Royal Beach, you'll eventually come to the Imperial Island, which is up through there. But I'm going to stay down here for now and concentrate on the coast. Always a cat. First cat I've seen. Meow. Hello, boy or girl. Hello. You're a chatty little thing, aren't you? I haven't got any food, I'm afraid. Ooh, a bit muddy here. Possibly that's why the cat sat there. It's a bit cooler. Which way to go? Which way to go? I'll carry on this way. I suppose we should have a little pan back so you can see how lovely it all looks. With a bit more of a distance. There's some pretty flowers down here. I'll just show you them. If Alex was here, she'd tell you what they were. She's in the car, waiting for me at the Olympic Lagoon. She's actually been recording sounds of the sea for me, because I needed some background noise, because I needed to add some commentary to some of the drone clips I did for my beach film, because it's a mixture of drone and walkie-talkie. And the commentaries, I'm saying I recorded in my little office, so it can sound a bit boring if there's no backing sound. So she's going to be recording some generic seaside sounds, which I'll be able to play over it. Knowing her, it'll probably feature an ice cream van. Right, there's another game of balls going on. Or patang, as I said. Never sure what they're called. And beyond that, you'll have Paphos Beach. There's more yoga on the right, so I won't film down there. Actually, I can film Imperial Island from back here. Maintain a bit of privacy for the guests. Near the end of the game. Right, so that's Paphos Beach, and it's very good for families with small children, because you have that little natural reef which creates a swimming pool. Oh, while I'm here, someone left a message for us about Sofiana, not Sofiana, Amphora Resort. Basically, it's closing for good in July and then being knocked down. Because I mentioned before how they're building a new hotel between Sodap and the M4, well, it's actually between Sodap and Suite 48 and M4, it's getting knocked down with the new hotel going up in its place. Obviously, this is just a comment that was left, but the chap leaving it obviously had no reason to lie. So there's a little bit of news for you, and we'll give you more information on that when we find it ourselves. But there's the Imperial Island. I've waffled on for over 20 minutes now, so probably time to call it a day, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.